Hi, I'm going to give you 3 practical steps that you can do in order to manifest anything you ever dreamed of or desired. And to be honest, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm just putting it into 3 clear steps that you can follow. And these are steps that I've been doing all my life to manifest big things. And it is only recently that I have realized that I've been following these 3 steps unconsciously to manifest everything that I ever wanted. So let's start. First, ask. Ask whatever it is that you believe in, the universe, God, your intuition, whatever it is that you believe in. You need to ask what you want. 3.5 years ago, I was living in France and I was absolutely miserable. It was my dream to move to a European country and build a life for myself. And I was there for 5 years and I built nothing. I was practically broke. I had a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, and a diploma, and yet I couldn't find a job. I was trying so hard every year to apply and to build a life for myself, but it was just not working. And not to mention all the visa paperwork, that was such a big headache. And every year I was panicking and thinking, oh my God, am I going to get kicked out of the country or is this going to work? And at the end, I was like, God, if you want me to leave France and go to another country, I was at that point considering Dubai. I said, God, this is the salary that I will consider leaving France for. And I didn't put this salary as an ultimatum, like, oh God, you have to give this to me. No, it was more like, God, if you want me to leave, give me a sign. And that was my sign. So whatever it is that you want to manifest, ask the universe, ask God, ask your intuition what sign you need in order to continue with that step. I applied to 2 jobs in Dubai and I heard back from both. And one of them asked me to come for a trial for 1 week so that they can see my work. And when I did get there, they absolutely loved my work. However, they offered me only 60% of what I asked for. This is where we come to step 2. Put the work in. I cannot stress this enough. This is where a lot of us fail. You come to the door of your dreams, everything you ever wanted, you knock lightly and then you wait. And then nothing happens and you're like, oh, wasn't meant to be, and you walk away. No, you have to knock on that door like you're putting every fiber of your being into that knock. Knock again, keep knocking. I'm telling you, keep knocking until someone answers the door. The job seemed very promising and I already asked God what I wanted. So I decided to put the work in and I countered offered them the salary that I wanted. And guess what? I got it. And I'm not saying that I got it because of my skills, because I can tell you that there's going to be thousands of people that are more skilled than I am in this world. There's always going to be someone who's better than us. But if this opportunity or what it is you are aspiring to is meant for you, God is going to give it to you. The universe is going to give it to you. So this is also one thing. If you've been trying for something for a very, very long time, like I was in France, I was trying for 5 years to make a life for myself there and it wasn't working and I was feeling very miserable. That's when you know something is not meant for you. But then when you ask for something and you give it a try and you just put in your effort, you put in all your fiber of your being into it, and it just comes to be so quickly, you know that this is meant for you. This is manifesting for you because it's meant for you right now at this moment in your life. So now we go to the final step. Step 3. What was step 3? After being a mom, I feel like I have a brain fog. I just forget words. I forget my sentences. I forget what I was doing. It's absolutely crazy. Any mom out there, I see you. After I had my baby, I finally saw moms for what they are. And honestly, you guys rock. Step 3 might be the scariest step. Take the risk. I know being where you are is very comfortable and it's very scary to step out of your comfort zone because there's always this fear, oh, what if I step out of here and it's worse than it was? That is just your mind speaking. It is always going to be better. If you're doing this from your whole heart and you're trying and you're striving, I can guarantee you that it's never going to be worse than what you are right now. You are already miserable. So what's the harm in trying something new? That is why I stayed in France for 5 years, because I was afraid. I was afraid it would get worse. But look at that. 5 years after I stepped out of my comfort zone and my life has changed so much. Sometimes I even look back and I'm just like, I could have had this before. I could have had it all before if I just stepped out of my comfort zone, if I just wasn't afraid, if I just gave things a try. Whatever it is that you are aspiring to, a job, a house, a family, a relationship, you need to put yourself out there and you need to take the risk when the universe or God gives it to you. If a door opens for you and there is a path, nobody else can walk it for you. Only you can walk it. You have a choice now. The door is open. You can either walk through or stay where you are. If you decide to go through, I am just telling you, the world is going to open up to you. It is like when one door opens and you walk through, all of a sudden, hundreds of doors are there and you have so many options and so many things you can do. And even when you're so hopeless and you think that there is no way out, if you just ask, and you will find a way. You'll find a path. I mean, I just had to come here today and tell you this. Something in me just snapped today and felt like I have to share this with you. If this can help even just one person, oh, my baby's up. If this can help just even one person, then I am happy. Give it a try, and when whatever you wanted manifests, write it down in the comments. See you guys later. Bye. Anyway, back to step 3. What was step 3? Ask, put in the work,